Hey you guys, let's crochet a star together. To start off, you're going to do a magic circle and then you're going to chain 2. And for the second chain, be sure to make it a bit loose so it's easier to close off the row at the end. Then you're going to do 14 double crochet into the magic circle. And once you're finished with those, you're going to close the magic circle by pulling it as tight as you can. And then you're going to do a slip stitch into that second chain from the beginning. For each point of the star, you're going to chain 6. And then you're going to count 2 chains from the hook and do a single crochet into the third chain, a half double crochet into the next chain, a double crochet into the next chain, and then a triple crochet into the last chain. Next, you're going to skip 2 double crochet from where we did the first chain 6, and then you're going to insert a slip stitch into that third double crochet. Repeat the same steps all the way around until you have 5 points, and once you get to the last slip stitch, it's going to go into that chain 2 from the beginning. It might be tough to insert your hook, so that's why I mentioned that chain needs to be a bit loose. At this point, you're all finished with the star, and you can leave it as is, or you can do single crochet all the way around for a larger size. To do this, you're going to start with the chain 1 and insert single crochet into the loops around the star. As you reach the top of each point, you're going to chain 1, insert a single crochet into that top loop, chain 1 again, and then continue single crocheting. To close the row, you're going to insert a slip stitch into the chain 1 from the beginning, and to finish off, you're going to chain 1, cut the yarn, pull the yarn through, and tighten. And we're all finished. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hey you guys, let's crochet a heart together. First, you're going to start with a magic circle, and if you're not sure on how to do that, you can pause to read the steps on the screen. Then you're going to go ahead and follow this pattern of stitches. You're going to start with the chain 2, and then you're going to do 3 triple crochet into the magic circle. And these 3 stitches are going to make up the top of the left side of the heart. Next, you're going to do 4 double crochet into the magic circle, and these stitches make up the bottom of the left side of the heart. Then you're going to do 1 triple crochet, and this is the point of the heart. And then you're going to go back into 4 more double crochet to start the right side of the heart. Lastly, you're going to do 3 triple crochet for the top of the right side of the heart. And then you're going to chain 2 and slip stitch into the magic circle. If you'd like, you can add a chain 1 after that slip stitch or do a single crochet for more security. To finish off the heart, you're going to pull the circle closed and pull as tight as possible. And then you're going to cut off the yarn and pull the yarn through. And now you can shape the heart to your liking and you're all done. These hearts are great for many different crochet pieces, and I do have a more in-depth tutorial on my YouTube. But let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Let's pack my largest Etsy order to date while I tell you some content creating tips for your business that'll hopefully lead to more growth and sales. Number 1, start today. Like literally right now. Everything's not going to be perfect from the start, but you can learn and improve along the way. Number 2, use what you have. Just start by using your phone camera and try to find a well-lit space with a nice background. And that goes into tip number 3, which is make appealing content that you would like to see. The main focus of the photo or video should be the product, and you want it to look good. You can start with any background that's clean and not distracting, have your phone at a good angle, have the best lighting possible, and make sure that whatever you're getting content of looks neat. Number 4, diversify your content. Having a variety of content styles can appeal to different audiences and bring in many different people. You can even do this within a series like I'm doing now because it'll give people something to follow along. Number 5, figure out a schedule or posting frequency that works so you can stay consistent and put out quality content. Don't just post for the sake of posting if you're not completely satisfied, and if you have to start out slow, that's completely fine because slow motion is better than no motion. For tips 6, 7, and 8, don't fixate on the numbers too much and don't let low engagement bring you down. Appreciate every support and connect with others to build community, and just have fun. Be creative, experiment, find inspiration, and most importantly, keep the faith and don't give up. Check out the caption for more details on these tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! So Joanne reached out to me earlier this month saying that they really liked my 31 days of crochet series and that they wanted to send me some goodies. So first of all, thank you so much to Joanne, because if y'all know, then y'all know. I be in there like every week. That's where I get most of my supplies, and not even just yarn. I get my beads from there, my tissue paper, literally so much. So let's go ahead and see what they sent me. If you can't tell, I'm pretty excited. Oh, you got some stickers. I'm gonna be cheesing this whole time. Okay, they sent me a letter. I'm gonna read that really quickly. I got my name on it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get everything in the shot. Oh, look at this. It's a little keychain, a big twist keychain, and it's purple. My favorite color. Okay, period. We got some cute like spring colors. This is Big Twist in the color Orchid, the color Coral. Ooh, this is really cute. This is Baby Pink, and this is in the color Mint. These are so pretty. I cannot wait to use these, especially as spring is approaching. They also sent me a 5mm Big Twist crochet hook, some more stickers. These are really cute. Everything's so cute. A pen, a little notebook that says Granny Life, and that is so accurate. A selfie stick, and the last thing they sent is a tote bag that says, yes, I do need all this yarn. This is perfect. I'm gonna use this when I go yarn shopping because yes, I do need all this yarn. Thank you so much to Joanne for sending over these items. I really can't wait to use them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, I just wanted to record my live reaction. I just got a package from Joanne, you guys. They sent me something. Oh my goodness. I sound like I'm gonna cry, but I'm just really happy. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to open it. I want to get my first look on camera, so I'm gonna open it later. Hey y'all, come with me to sell my crochet items at FAMU Set Friday Vendor Market. So this is actually my 6th time doing this market, the last time being in November for homecoming, and I had a lot of FAMU hats left over, plus I was already going to be in town for something on Saturday, so I was like, let me come down a day early and make some money. Doing a market isn't all about the money though. It's a great way to get some exposure, meet new people, and connect with supporters. I actually ended up talking to another business owner from Atlanta about the markets that are hosted at the colleges here, and that led me to finally commit to doing a market at Clark, Spelman, or both before the semester ends. I originally had that idea back in November, but changed my mind, and now I'm like, it's about time that I share my business with people in my city, and I'm really looking forward to it. Overall, Set Friday was a huge success. I got to use my square reader for the first time, so I felt really official. I hung out with some of my band family that always comes out to support. I realized that it's about time I learned how to put up my tent by myself because that Florida sun was no joke. And I sold a good amount of hats and still have some left over that are currently on my Etsy. Let me know if you guys have any questions about markets, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hey y'all, I just wanted to stop by and express my gratitude and give a huge thank you for all the support y'all have shown my business and socials so far this year. Although I haven't really been posting this month, I just want you guys to know that I'm so grateful and it doesn't go unnoticed. Being completely transparent, it feels like last month I kind of dropped the ball on some of my content goals for my business. I knew that going into February I wanted to highlight Black history and post Valentine's Day content, but that ended up being a larger struggle than I anticipated. I wanted to alternate between posting hats for Valentine's Day and Black history so that I wasn't just waiting until the last 2 weeks of the month to highlight Black history, but I quickly became overwhelmed with the amount of things that I wanted to highlight, how much I would have to make, and the amount of time that I had. In the middle of the month, I ended up going out of town, and I didn't have any content prepared for after Valentine's Day, so I ended up just not posting that much. I was a bit disappointed in myself and the fact that I didn't prepare how I wanted to, but that did lead me to realize that Black history is made year-round, and it deserves to be celebrated year-round, so I don't have to confine myself to only posting during February. With that being said, I'm currently finishing orders and getting back into posting, but look forward to me highlighting Black history all year round. Bye!
At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question, right? And it's just taking small steps. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
Hey you guys, let's crochet some scrunchies together. Starting off with my small size scrunchie in one color, first I'm going to do a slip knot. Then I'm going to grab my hair tie and I'm going to hold the tail of the yarn against the hair tie and work 40 to 50 single crochet all the way around. So I'm going to insert my hook, grab onto that working yarn and pull up, yarn over and pull through. Again, I'm going to insert my hook, grab onto that working yarn and pull up, yarn over and pull through. And I'm going to continue this all the way around until I have enough stitches. For me, like I said, it's about 40 to 50, but you can do however many you like depending on the yarn that you're using and how tight you want the ruffles. Once I'm finished with all my stitches, I'm going to close the row with a slip stitch by inserting my hook into that first single crochet we made. Then I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. Next, to start the ruffles, I'm going to pull the tail from the first row to the front of the project so that I can crochet over it. But if this is too difficult for you, you can just weave it in at the end. Then I'm going to be working 3 triple crochet into each single crochet. So I'm going to chain 3, yarn over twice, insert my hook into that first space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. Once I've crocheted a good amount over the tail, I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and then I'm going to continue all the way around with 3 triple crochet into each stitch. So now that I'm at the end of the row, I'm going to close it with a slip stitch into that third chain that we did at the beginning, making sure both loops are on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. Then I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to cut the yarn, pull it through, and tighten. And now I'm just going to go ahead and weave the tail into the stitches. So once I go around and fix all the ruffles, I'm all finished. Now let's move on to how I do a small scrunchie with a different color trim. All of the steps are going to be the same up until I start the ruffles, and this time instead of doing triple crochet, I'm going to be doing 3 double crochet into each stitch. Once I'm at the end of the row, I'm going to insert my hook into that second chain we did at the beginning of the row, and making sure both loops are on my hook, I'm going to grab my new color and loop it around and then pull it through both loops. Then I'm just going to tighten the previous color and I'm going to pull the tails of the yarn to the front of the project so I can crochet over them. And since I'm going to be doing single crochet all the way around, I'm only going to chain 1. Then I'm going to go ahead and insert 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. And for this part, you want to make sure that your tension is not too tight. In fact, you want it to be pretty loose, because if the single crochets are too tight, then the ruffles are going to curl up and they won't look right. Now that I'm at the end of the row, I'm going to close it off just like before. I'm going to do a slip stitch into that first chain from the beginning, chain 1, cut the yarn, pull it through, tighten it, and weave in the ends. So that's how I make my small scrunchies with a different color trim. That's pretty much the basics of how to make scrunchies, and you can play around with how many stitches you want to insert and what different stitches you want to use to change up the size of the ruffles and the stripes. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, and be sure to check out my YouTube for the full in-depth beginner friendly tutorial. Bye!